When joining SCP-RP, you will have multiple game modes to play in. We will be starting with the main game mode, Roleplay. If you are new to the game, you will have 3 teams to play on: Class D, Scientist, and Security Department. The easiest way to level up and gain XP is to shoot and kill people. As you advance farther into the game, you can start playing teams like Mobile Task Force, Chaos Insurgency, Medical Department, and others. Chaos Insurgency is hostile to Foundation personnel and can enter the facility through vents. Class D can buy guns through game passes or get guns through riots in order to fight the Foundation. Scientific Department will test on SCPs using Class DS as disposable test subjects. Medical Department perform checkups on Class D and Foundation personnel. Administrative Department is in charge of managing the site and can use authorized to interrogate Class DS. Moving on to Mobile Task Force, there are 4 subdivisions in the game for MTF: Nu 7, Beta 7, Epsilon 11, and Alpha 1. Each of these have their own purposes in lore and can be deployed to the Foundation when needed. In the actual map, there are 4 different parts. Sector 1 is where most of the spawns are. Sector 2 has Euclid and Safe Class SCP. CDC holds all the Class D for testing. Sector 3 is where the MTF spawn and where the more dangerous SCPs are kept. When playing as a Class D, you can either wait to be tested or join in on the chaos and buy a gun to begin rioting. Playing as a Class D is an efficient way to gain XP if you have the VIP Game Pass. Otherwise, playing on Chaos Insurgency would be another good choice. If you play on Security Department, your job will be to patrol the facility or to secure the CDC from Rogue Class D. You will have an M4 and spawn in Sector 1. Playing as a Scientist, you can go to the CDC and grab a test subject. Depending on your keycard level, it'll reflect on what SCP you can test on. If you're a low level, then you should probably test on SCPs in Sector 2 until you get to understand the game more. Mobile Task Force has 4 subdivisions. Nu 7 is a heavy unit and sent to deal with Chaos Insurgents. Beta 7 is usually guarding SCP-008. Epsilon 11 is an elite team that is sent to contain SCPs during a breach. Alpha 1 is in charge of protecting an O5 Council member. Playing on Intelligence Agency, you get a tracker which can be useful to track Chaos Insurgency moving in the vents. There is not much you can do in the game lore-wise, so you'll probably be assigned as a combatant. IA is more fun when you play in more serious roleplay servers. Internal Security Department is meant to filter traitors within the Foundation. You'll probably become a standard combatant if you play on ISD, as you won't really have a purpose in the main roleplay public servers. Rapid Response Team is sent in to deal with lockdowns. You have the ability to contain SCPs and you get a team perk of 5% faster run speed. Chaos Insurgency is probably one of the most violent teams, as you'll be fighting 90% of the time when you play on this team. If you like PvP, this team is for you. Medical Department will run checkups in the medical sector on Class D and Foundation personnel. This is an underrated team most of the time. Administrative Department have the job of running the site and overseeing it. You will get notified of breaches and will have higher authority over other units, as this is the team that requires the highest XP to play as. Public roleplay servers are more chaotic, as there is usually a lot of CI and CD running about. If you're looking for a more professional and organized experience, shift your attention to the newly added custom servers. At the main menu, you can click the plus symbol and gain access to the server list, where you can join a variety of many different roleplay servers that are run by actual people. In these servers, they will have their own builds, staff, custom teams, and site name. There are also servers that incorporate backrooms, border crossing, and etc. There is also an Infections game mode that is a zombie shooter game, a versus game mode where you can fight others in a PvP match, Traitors game mode that is just Among Us in SCP-RP, and Metaverse Champions, which is a story-based zombie shooter game. There is also a legacy game mode to play the old version of SCP-RP. Each of these game modes are pretty self-explanatory and can be fun to play when you get a little bored.